At the time of this recording, it is October 25th, 2023, in the trenches, taking on the sucker punches of the trenches. Um, I'm going through my stuff so I can pack up my little red wagon. Quite frankly, that red wagon is so special. I used that red wagon when I had my kids in softball, baseball, and soccer. Even coached my son's soccer team one season. Did my best to get them raised in the church too, like I was. But Tim, he couldn't stay sober to drive them. So my mom would have to drive out about, roughly an hour just to take them to church. Not even 5 minutes, maybe about 10, less than 10 minutes away. And then invested in her funds in my family like that. While I was going to paramedic school, I did my sacrifices for myself to get to paramedic school. The kids had to invest in their discomfort for that, because when I finished up my didactic and it was time for all the clinicals, I had to put my children into the school district where my mom lived, so she could watch the kids, help me raise them, so I can do my clinicals. So whenever my family was split up between two homes, I had the opportunity to go to school. But that was rough. It was so rough. Fast forward to now. I never saw the gang stalking blow up like this. Oh, I mean, like I said, 25 years on and off. But this past, since the pandemic, it's just been one big constant meal of sustaining torture, sustaining harassment, sustaining just doing my best, because I am a government experiment, by the way. And I'm a government experiment that went wrong because I'm still alive. So my question is, since the ops, the gang stalking, InfraCard and Citizen Card FEMA, trained by Dr. Mengele and all the concentration camps, with 1,300 of them, imported into the United States, escaping the Nuremberg trials, so they did not have to stand for their crimes against humanity, because they would have been executed. And instead, America gave them the creative license to pave down the infrastructure so the gang stalking could be born. And guess what, guys? It's a hydra now. It's a hydra. But, I'm tired of this. I'm not tired of my life. Are you kidding me? The last time I felt suicidal was back in Houston during COVID, because I ended up an empty nester. I was going to be one of those people that let the kids stay with them fucking forever. But, thank you, Daniel Gonzalez. I appreciate that. I just got that Cash App just now. Thank you. But lost my train of thought there. But, oh yeah. Whenever, my family was fractured I was working a lot of. I had caregiver fatigue, you know? And now I realized that Dawn Barber, allegedly a single white female, she's crazy. She was backstabbing me the whole time. She was a paramedic colleague of mine that after about a year, I decided she was okay to let into my inner circle. It was wrong. Her and my ex-husband decided to be fuck buddies and lie to me about it. And, you know, it's like, dude, we weren't together, but I did give them boundaries. My friends and the ex. Stay away from my friends, stay away from my exes, because if my fucking female friends wanted to go there, I'm gonna take off the gauntlets. Because I don't treat women like that. But there they were, fishing off my goddamn fish hook. Anytime I brought in a potential person I may have been interested, they were there to fucking, hit on him and shit. So when I fucking realized that, I'm not the kind of woman to go back and do that, to get back at them, I addressed the situation with them. I said, because what's the boundaries here? Because it's on then. So they acquiesced. Friends, exes, off limits. So whenever Dawn and Tim hooked up, oh my god, they did it fucking... They were diabolical. Because I trusted them both. Turned out they were skanks. So all they had to do was tell the truth. And they couldn't even do that, so whatever. So I got a lot of bad rap back in Houston because of Tim and because of his mommy, Barbara Regali, working for FEMA. So they giving me the old heave-ho. Hi, what's up, Barbara? How's it going? How's your pussy? Is it still crusty and dank? I'd imagine so. All you gotta do is get Tim. He'll fucking fix you right up. If y'all haven't been incestuous already. Because your son had given some tells over the time. I was like, what the fuck? I'll talk about that another time. But, basically, for all of you and for Guard and Citizen Corps and all the gang stalkers, y'all need to be stopped. You need to hit reset, get right with yourselves. But, you know what? Y'all do you. Look at all my comments through all of my videos and see which ones are the ones, antagonizing me with the double entendres. Antagonizing me with the rude comments. Can I eat apples? Yeah, I can eat apples, believe it or not. Y'all keep asking me. There you go. But radiation poisoning bitches since the age of 10. So whatever. But whenever the paradigm is flipped and all the tables have been flipped by the grace of God, everybody going to see who the fucking trolls, who the, bottom feeders of society. You miscreants, you lost kids, whatever. But at the end of the day, me coming out here, putting myself out here like this, sacrificing my own career, I'm saving lives. Why? How am I saving lives? Well, by bringing out the truth. Well, because they think I'm a troublemaker. Because I'm speaking the truth. Because I just won't go down and die quietly in a fucking corner and commit suicide and all of that. Whenever my family was fractured back in Houston, spell work, overworking, and all the backbiting from my in-laws and to my kids, my family was fractured. And even though I wanted them to stay, I've been happy taking care of them and everything. I liked having a house full of kids. They were grown. I love my family. So, whenever I felt like they were taking advantage of me, were they? Not really. It was COVID. But, for all the parents that say, well, my children treat me like shit every time I do something for them, they do this. Well, stop doing it. They treat you like shit because you taught them how. Oh, that's a loaded topic, isn't it? My mama would say, well, whose fault is that? It's the parents. So when I started to feel like I was being taken advantage, I told my kids, you guys aren't destitute. I gave them like 3 to 5 days to get the shit out of the house. But if they wanted to come back to live, because that was in the summer, I said that you guys can come back in January. You know, that way we'd all have time to settle down, cool off and everything. And they would be welcome back at that time. Well, as it was, they're like, no, fuck you, we're never coming back. I mean, who could blame them? But my point being is that I wasn't going to feed in to anybody taking advantage of me. And God forbid I raised children that felt comfortable taking advantage of a parent, let alone anybody else. So when that happened, I became suicidal because I inadvertently made myself a fucking empty nester. I mean, it had pros because my children were able to learn and grow from that instead of me coddling them all the time. Not that I coddled them, but I made a choice to myself at that time. I said, either shit or get off the pot. So I said to myself, do I really want to, make my exit? I was like, no, I don't. Well then, if you don't, shut the fuck up, pull up your fucking panties, and move forward. And that's what I did. So, I was like, okay, Patricia, little flower, you gotta see how your story ends. Because I used to wonder as a kid, how could people want to commit suicide? And if you don't like it there that much, why don't you just pick up and just leave? Just pick up and leave. So what if you have to live out a car? So what if you have to be homeless? You'd be minus the bullshit. Because wouldn't homeless be a lot better than being dead? Yeah, that's how I felt. So I made a vow to myself. You gotta see how your story ends, honey. And then, at that point, I built a healthy sense of apathy. As I was being broken in the spirit. It was a good thing. Because a healthy sense of apathy, helps you detach so you can navigate a lot easier. And ever since that point, boy, I tell you what, my story and my life had blown up. So there's no way in hell I ever want to opt out now. I mean, really? After all this headway? Oh, fuck you, Ops. It's not happening. I worked through that. So, am I happy about the prospect of living out of my fucking wagon? No, it's cold out here. But I would say this. I'm tired of spinning the block. I'm tired of finding safe places to sleep. I'm tired of asking my kid for gas money. But for all of the prejudice, I don't care. I'm not tired of that. I'm just indifferent. And that's for reals. I could be the odd man out in a room full of gang stalkers and have them look at me like I'm the fair market trash, bringing down the value. That don't fucking bother me so much anymore. I just look at you guys going, you guys have no idea how sheeple you are. What the fuck do I care what a sheep thinks of me? You can't even wipe your own ass without somebody holding the fucking toilet paper for you. Let alone go stand up against the grain. instead of hurling tomatoes being goddamn part of the fucking cesspool, you know? So, you know what, cesspool? Your days are numbered. Everybody gonna know who you are, what you've been doing. So, whatever. My job is to stand in faith. These assholes tried to get me to denounce my own faith, denounce my own God, and everything, whatever. So, but, I will say this. I'm saving lives. I was a paramedic. My patients liked me. I advocated for them. And guess what? There's nothing anybody could have said derogatory about any of my patients, and I would just take that and run with it. And on top of that, I'm ethical. You couldn't pay me enough money to not treat a gang stalker. So whatever. You guys fucked up your own society. And I'm fucking saving lives simply by exposing the truth. The truth is, y'all got a fucking militia of goddamn gang stalkers that's chomping at the bit to take control over everybody during martial law. So boom, I saved you. What you do with it, I don't care, that's up to you. So go ahead, throw your pieces at me. And then on top of that, all of the businesses that allow the gang stalkers to come in and roost in your fucking parking lot. And then run their game on the targeted individuals. And then all the businesses that allow the gang stalkers to run their games inside the goddamn stores. And you give them fucking privilege to root in there. How much are your fucking payouts to be host? Because the public needs to know who the unethical business proprietors are. You know, so they can protect their families, protect their own goddamn communities. Fred Meyer, you guys have fucking given me the old heave-ho. Not at this one per se, but at another one. I went inside to, you know, like a targeted individual. These people are trying to kill me, and I really need to charge my fucking electronics. Oh, that outlet, you can't use that. But nobody's using it. Ah! You can't use it. Okay. So I go talk to a fucking man, a security officer. Nope. And I go customer service, you know, I ask them. Give them a chance. Hell no. So, Fred Meyer, are you gonna have me towed and trespassed? Because those two guys, they say they're employed by you. You send fucking vagrant-looking employees to go harass people? Where were their smocks? Where was the uniform? Where was the goddamn employee badge? Address to fucking anybody, harass them, and then antagonize them. And plus, why are they wearing masks outside? I mean, that's such a dead ringer. I saw that fucking trend go into effect. Oh yeah, whenever the heat came down and the publicity was shining a light over there at the library, a lot of those patrons that were death marauding the transitway started wearing masks outside. I was like this, okay, this is free of charge. You'd be better off not to wear the goddamn mask. But their ego was so like, I just need to hide myself. Outside. We'll call that psychosis. So, Fred Meyer, I hope you're ethical because I've seen you host gang stalkers doing their fucking demonic, psychotic street theater inside your fucking place of business where you sell food. And that last Fred Meyer was at wouldn't even let me use the goddamn outlet. So, Fred Meyer, now I've experienced being gang stalked in your fucking business. All anybody has to do is look outside and watch the banners. And watch the templates. I mean, you guys color code yourselves with the whore's clothes. What are you doing? Are you poisoning the food too? I mean, first off, you're participating in the gang stalking by allowing your place of business to be host to all of these criminals. Because, you know, gang stalkers are the criminals, people. But they don't exist, right? When there's a whole militia, and when there's a fucking martial law waiting to go into effect to put these fuckers in charge of everybody. So, whatever, come with me. I am in service to the Most High. I'm not perfect, but I sure try. I have a past. But it's nothing like what these assholes would say it was, so whatever. But I am saving lives by simply speaking up, because it makes it a little harder for these assholes to keep running amok in the shadows when you start edging the shadows away and bringing truth to the situation. So as far as I see it, I'm helping other targeted individuals from committing suicide and from being an outright target. So, Barbara, thank you. Thank you for helping me become a fucking superhero. Because you know what? Little Flower superhero would probably be wearing an apron. But not centered. It'd be like asymmetrical off to my left side. Because that's what I end up wearing a lot when I come outside. It's a fucking apron. Because I lost my... my daughter gave me this awesome satchel that tied to my... fastened to my leg. I mean, it was so fucking awesome. I fucking forgot it somewhere. No, I don't have it anymore. Otherwise, my superhero would probably be wearing that. But I guess we can just switch it up. So, thank you, Barbara, for helping me be the superhero I really am. But until then, I sure wish some superhero would come get me. So, going through my truck. Don't worry, Fred Meyer. I'll pack up my little red wagon today. Just give me some time, bitches. I'm grieving. But if you want to really pull down the hammer, and give me the old heave-ho so you can get your fucking grift on, you know, because you'd be at the top of the line for the big payout when it comes to the goddamn $1 billion pinata that I am. You do you. But I'm going to forewarn all of the fucking businesses participating in all of that. Because you know what? 10 to 1, everybody knows. Including the feds and all that, because... whatever. But you don't have to worry too much about them because I'm still here. They don't care too much. As far as I'm concerned, they're getting their dick sucked on both sides of the fence. Because what kind of ethics would allow anybody to sustain the onslaught of all of the psychological torture? I mean, you guys act like you don't know what a fucking felony is. It's a hate crime. These are all felonies. So for everybody participating in it, y'all are participating in treason. So, again, what's the reward for treason? What did our patriots deem that? They deemed it as, bitch, you don't fucking mess with this. Because if you do, we're going to have to just get rid of you. Because penalty for treason is fucking death. And you all are fucking treasonous bastards! So, do you think your treason government is going to protect you now? It's going to protect you. It's going to protect your business. It's going to protect your employees that you sanction into protecting the cesspool by participating in the targeting of individuals. Because guess what? They're going to forsake you. They're going to forsake you. And then, what's going to happen when the community starts to wake up and sees, oh, Fred Meyer participated in that? Walmart? Allow the fucking targeted individual to sustain all those fucking sucker punches while the employees just look the other way? Walmart. Are all of you Walmarts like that? And how about some of the McDonald's that participate in that? How about some of the Taco Bell that participate in that? If they're that unethical on the down low, you don't suppose they'd fucking poison the food too? For targeted individuals or for shits and giggles? Because that's what you're looking at. I haven't been public with the fucking businesses that play host to that. Oh, I know who you are. Why haven't I said anything? Because I was giving you guys a chance, objectively, to see how endorsed it is. Maybe you don't know. Well, when I go out to the fucking customer service and ask to use the goddamn outlet because I'm being a targeted individual, fighting for my own goddamn life, fighting for my own goddamn rights, which have been usurped, you tipped your hand. You tipped your hand. What good are you if you can't be about the community? You guys are just about the community, you know, when it comes to the gang stalking, so you can get your little grub on. So you can fucking get your... So you can be king when it becomes martial law. Is everybody going to be king in martial law? Because everybody's king. Who you got in gang stalk then? Oh, that's when it becomes the Hunger Games. Y'all can just draw lots. Or you can just do what you usually do, just target them on the down low and kill them, and before they even see it coming, they're dead. And you can just pretend it was suicide. Because they were already talking about the gang stalking. They were already talking about, conspiracy theories. That ain't so fucking conspiracy, and it's fucking reality. So, that's what we have here. I am the fucking troublemaker. Oh, because I want to survive. Oh, because I want to expose the debauchery for what it is. Oh, because I'm standing up for myself. And you all thought, the gang stalkers, you could pick me off. Because I'm alone. I am alone. Because I have no fucking family here. I have no family here. Because I don't even have a fucking friend here. I don't have any friends here. I've had Satanists try to, befriend me and kill me that way, but I didn't know there were Satanists at the time. Hello, Tuesday 3-Star. Hello, Jeff Weed. There's your Satanists. Thank you, Mr. Third Eye Blind. I love you. And now I'm starting to... Thank you. My Cash App is kind of coming alive. Thank you. Because honestly, I don't know how long it was shut down. If anybody else tried to donate to me, I don't know that. But I guess it's a coincidence now that I mentioned it, something's coming through. So thank you for that. I sincerely appreciate it. But that's the next question. I haven't proposed to the community at large. For all you ethical people that have no idea this stuff is going on, I'm going to tell you something. I bet you've seen it. You haven't recognized it. So, if you got some neighbors running around with InfraCard and Citizen Corps being the national terrorist organization on foot, for the citizen against citizen, they're not telling you that they're out there, working over targeted individuals. They probably said something like, I'm helping the country from X, Y, and Z. These people need all that. Well, think and make your associations with the neighbors because their cars give them off. I'll do another whole research thing on that to show y'all another time. Because I can just pull it up on the fucking internet and just show you right there. That's how fucked up it is. Anyways, Those are the people you want to watch out for in your community. Those are typically the Satanists. Because, coffins are on the rise. That's pretty much who the fucking gang stalkers are. I mean, because they lie, they cheat, they scheme, they scam, they plot and plan. They're fake as fuck, they're phonies, they're charlatans, con artists, and all of that. That's who your gang stalkers are. So, the whole work over to the public with stalking happens in singles, but group stalking. Group stalking? What's that? Oh, that's your old heave-ho. That's a Hitler heave-ho. Y'all are fucking sucking Hitler's dick in the spirit. Whatever. So, Fred Meyer of Linwood, I mean nothing but respect to you. But, you sure did endorse those two assholes who harassed me earlier. Are they really employees of yours? How come you allow two of your employees to come harass a targeted individual and not even give me the luxury of safety by having them identify themselves as employees? Where's the goddamn fucking badge? What's their employee number? It's like, don't give me your name, give me your employee number. I can't give you that. I can't give you my name. So meanwhile, those assholes may not even be employed. I mean, they probably, backdate paycheck or two. But they did show up wearing the goddamn horse clothes. Yes, they did. Not even a smock. That's how you conduct business, Fred Meyer? By giving the ambiguity? Or, that is honestly what I believe. They're just shills. Y'all put them there. And I saw the look the one guy gave his strung out looking friend. Like, yeah, we got this. I saw that. How much was your fucking add onto your gift card? Did you get a nice one from Fred Meyer too? Or Fred Meyer, did you get a cut for sending these assholes to come fuck with me? Y'all can only beat a dead horse with your fucking gang stalking stick for so long before it all comes crashing down around you in ways you never see coming. How do I know? Because God is amazing. The Most High is amazing. I know the stacks look, I know the odds look stacked against me right now. That's a fallacy. I know it doesn't feel like it, but I know it is. But, I'll ask this, Mr. Fred Meyer, or, whoever. Get your ethics in place. Not just for me, but for the families of your own employees. Because, come on, employees, y'all see this bullshit happening? You don't think you're impervious to it, do you? Because if you think that, and you're participating in all this, y'all might as well be throwing poison in the food outright, in front of everybody's fucking face. Because you destroyed any shred of fucking integrity to be privileged to serve the community with your fucking wares. Because if you can't even allow somebody to park in your goddamn parking spot who is being terrorized with all of this gang stalking national terrorism, what good are you? Oh, that's right. You're there for the opposition and for martial law, right? I mean, what's your fucking sellout price? What was it? Martial law? King? Or just fucking money for railroading over your goddamn targets? Oh, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt here in Linwood. that maybe you were just caught in the crosshairs. But, if you just want to go ahead and tow my truck, whatever. All I ask is give me today. I'll pack up my red wagon. You can tow it. I won't stand in the way. I'm tired of running. At least I know it's my red wagon. I can count on my red wagon. Besides that, it was the same red wagon I used to use for my kids. But I'm going to make the best out of the situation. So, those that want to continue persecuting me, you'll get held in regard by the earth and by the Most High. But just know I forgive you. My hope is for each of you to fucking hit reset. Serve the light. Because if you can do that, everything else falls into place. The crime, the ego, the unethical practices. I have the vision to see that. That's why I'm always in favor of forgiveness, but make no mistake, I am in favor of karma for all of that. Because unless you get karma, how are you going to learn? Just because you forgive somebody doesn't mean you endorse abstinence of karma. What it means is that you're cutting all ties of resentment. You're not going to hold it against them, because really forgiveness is for ourselves, yes. But by extension, it's also grace that you can give to somebody who asks for it. But anytime you forgive somebody, just know you have the right to endorse full karma and love. Because without the karma, the forgiveness is rather a moot point. So, Fred Meyer, all eyes on you, babies. All eyes on you. I've seen how you've delegated your shit by being host to these parasites. I sat there in amazement because I'm like, this is all about ethics. And I didn't bring highlight to it. I could have done that a long time ago for any of the businesses I held off. Now it's time to scrutinize the businesses playing host to it. So, y'all fucked yourselves. Because you guys just fucking done right by me. Helped me. You wouldn't have been in this position, but you're too busy government grubbing. And then, I'm going to pause here for a moment. Dick Tracy, number 1. How many fool asses have been endorsing this man? Who's responsible for this man running amok? Because you guys got some figuring out to do with every case he's ever been on. You guys got some people locked up in jail who shouldn't be in jail. I mean, it would be easier if they just died there, right? It'd be easier just to destroy their families and fracture whatever support they have left. Because it'd be so much easier just to kill them. And then you don't have to worry about them being, unlawfully jailed. So, my question to those people, what have you done to rectify it yesterday? Probably not a goddamn thing. So, your buddy, he fucked up my goddamn engine compartment. And for Guard, Citizen Corps, FEMA, y'all are responsible for everything that happened to me. I mean, because crusty-ass Barbara Regali and everybody who endorsed her, y'all are guilty as fuck. She wouldn't care. She'd just throw fucking spell work on you and get you to die in the 3D, in the 5D, and take care of you that way. Because nobody believes in spell work anyway, so who's going to know, right? Oh, I can show people. I haven't yet. Why haven't I? Oh, because I'm being marauded. You got the fucking whores out there hurling their fucking bottom feeding ways at me right now. Whatever. Making fun of my teeth. Oh, big deal. Radiation poisoning. There she goes again. Oh, are you the fucking pet parasite of Dick Tracy #1? Is that you out there? Oh, let me guess. You're Amber. I allege this Amber, whoever the fuck she is, was Jeff Wee's motherfucking Dale Tuna. They have a vested interest because they're fucking witches and satanic worshipers. They've been trying to fucking get rid of me for so long. Well, at least ever since September of last year. Because they pre-planned meeting me and everything and deployed it by October, I think it was, of last year. So they've been trying to, work me over for about a year now. But I allege this. So, while I don't know who the fuck this Dick Tracy #1 is, oh, you people do in judicial, law enforcement, y'all know who that is. Y'all probably gang stalked with him too. And his pet parasite, his wife, she's got a hard on for me. She hates me. She wrestles with my shadow. And she goes again, whoever that is. Y'all fucking, who's responsible for letting that one run amok? Because I know that judicial knows her. And she's sucking your dick too. Apparently she gives it up and that's how she gets her way. She just passes out her pussy and then people fall in love with it. I mean, it must be pretty good pussy, I will say that. Wait, you go, girl. But the way you use your pussy, it's abhorrent. How many of you have already hit that? Let me guess. Dick Tracy's brother is probably the actual father of that kid you roped him into believing is his. Y'all need to figure out who that little boy or girl, whoever it is, belongs to. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a goddamn fucking brother of your husband. But that woman, that pet parasite, she's been doing this gang stalking a real long time. That people, they have stolen my creative contents. They have stolen my creative contents from my fucking phones, my electronics, and since they surveil me all the time, whenever I speak, they plagiarize. And your buddy over there, Jeff Weed, I documented my exchange, wrote it down. It was a spiral notebook, forget the color of it, and I gave it to him. That was my letter to him. But that day I met up with him, we talked, and so I never saw the point in giving it to him, so I'll just keep it. And no, he was adamant in it. I'm like, no, he wanted to read it. And so I was like, okay, make a copy of it and give it to me. He said he would. He never did. He said it was just horrible and it was trash. And I was so rude and ugly to him. Well, I mean, it was the truth. Because he gaslighted me. And as a person of integrity, my question to him was, you gaslighted me. Are you that far gone in your meth use? You're not seeing the picture here? Or are you just the kind of person that would do that? You know, like with or without the meth? Because if it was the meth and he wasn't cognizant of that, somebody had to tell him. I told him. And in that spiral notebook, I believe they went and had it published. And somebody else took the ownership of my creativity and pretended it to be their own. In that spiral notebook, I also said to him, because I figured out my pathway to forgiveness, and I'm very passionate about sharing it. I told him I could mentor him in that department. And then later he took offense to it, like, you don't need to mentor me with shit. Okay. okay. But, you know, the sex was amazing and all of that. Well, you know, good dick make a good girl go crazy. And then I figured out that, you know, he was just not right. And I left it at that. But I gave it a go. From my heart space. Well, you know, he's annihilating me right now. And his fucking girlfriend, very jealous of me. I think her name is Amber. She got that pretty accent. But apparently, she prostitutes on the down low. And if I'm not mistaken, she's part of your judicial system. I mean, the girl, I was all camped out in fucking another library. I forget where it was. She shows up and starts to do the fucking cacophony. Like, I'm talking to somebody else here on my computer. I'm reading something from my computer. I'm studying from my computer here. And there's the gaslighting by talking directly to you. She fucking did it. I was like, really? Okay. You talk about a little piggy. That you just need to go again. Get right with yourself. So I allege that person named Amber, whoever the fuck she is, and Dick Tracy's forever parasite, whoever the fuck she is, they're part of your judicial ties. They got some kind of pull in there. So who's responsible for those? And for the bullshit that Amber and fucking Jeff pulled on me. There's people that know about that in the judicial system. How come nobody's reported to me what the fuck they've been doing to give me the old info? Because Barbara Regali, Tim Regali, Paul Regali, Monica Regali, Marcella Kaminsky, and Brian Rice, they've committed identity fraud with my fucking name. Oh, yeah, and of course so did Jeff and his fucking his Dale Tuna girlfriend. Her name might be Amber, I don't know. She's got the pretty UK accent. Nobody's reported to me. Is she still running amok in your fucking judicial? I mean, because it is nice to have a wanton prostitute, you know, come and suck your dick when you're feeling like it. Y'all do that. I allege. So, judicial. Y'all better get Dick Tracy in fucking check. He's out there fucking creating crimes. Fucking tried to hem me up in a motor vehicle collision by fucking with my engine compartment, my power steering fluid. And then his forever parasite gets all the fucking support from judicial. While I'm out here scrimping by. How many of you fucking judicial know about the fraud, the identity theft on me. And nobody's come forward to tell me about it. You know, there's not fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Punishments for the people that fucking did shit on me. Y'all wouldn't punish somebody on my behalf without even telling me, would ya? Is that how fucked up you all are in there? Because y'all got some explaining to do. I'm scraping by. And if there is a docket out there of my inheritance that you all gave to Barbara and a house, how do you think the earth is going to look upon you and your career? I mean, y'all are too busy plugging up your veins with the pyrite anyway. Y'all don't know the difference between plugging your avatar into authentic gold versus the pyrite as long as you get the fucking dough, right? Never mind. How many of y'all have already built empires off killing people that are in the judicial system? That's the real questions the community should be asking. But honestly, I didn't want to stir up trouble for the businesses that were actually hosting it. Because, I mean, I don't know if they really were participating, but they sure did roll over the real estate and privilege to the squatters, squatting until the targeted individuals come in there so they can maraud. But in between the fucking targeted individuals, they're squatting. They're squatting in the parking lots. They're squatting inside. Let me guess, you guys probably gave them all a fucking executive copy of the key to the bathroom so they can get comfortable between mowing over the public with the gaslighting and the street theater psychosis just to piss off your targeted individual so you can call the cops on them and report they're acting out of sorts. When you all staged the whole thing on the regular. I know, this is what our country's come down to, people. This is like Russia 2.0. It's actually Nazi Germany 2.0, but whatever. So, I'll leave you with this. Your fucking pet parasite that belongs to fucking that gang-stalking Dick Tracy, y'all need to reel in that woman. She's a danger to herself and to others. She's been a danger to me. And how many people have they already killed? And how many people are in jail now because they played you fool asses? Well, y'all are responsible for them. I'm going to take up the rest of my time here. Pack up what I need to for my red wagon. Fred Meyer, I ask you to leave me alone today. If you want your precious spot, you can have it tomorrow. I'll be ready. But I'm not leaving without getting my warmth. I mean, you guys could probably try to, heave-ho me away from packing up my red wagon. But, we already know that you guys are just rolling over to the fucking InfraGard and Citizen Corps harassment program of national terrorism of citizen versus citizen. You guys are fucking Auschwitz. But how you treat me on this very day is going to be so immortalized. And your fucking couple of people y'all sent to fucking harass me, are they really employees? Why would you send any employee to harass a targeted individual? Shit. Why would you send any employee to not help somebody? All I needed was a jump, and then the cops did that. Then I just parked and just crapped out here because I could barely steer. I'm just happy for a spot. But meanwhile, what's happening to me is beyond my control. But these assholes, they're part of the goddamn program of sudden wealth and payouts. Do what you want. Just give me today. I'll go through my stuff, pack it up, and be respectful. So, whatever. Peace out for now. Thank you all for watching and for listening. So, it doesn't matter. I'm saving lives without my gurney. So, fuck you, gang stalkers. And I love the rest of the authentic audience because y'all need to know how to protect yourselves. Because if you didn't know any of this, you would have been somebody's hating on fucking Halloween, let alone your kids. Parents, I don't suggest people do the neighbor to neighbor trick or treating. And even when you do the community ones, you got fucking like Fred Meyers here. Would you trust getting candy from them if they're out there supporting the targeting of individuals? How important is that to you? Protect your children, babies. Teach them what's going on out here. Teach them what to look out for. And I'll be very happy to share my niche and what to look out for. Because these assholes, they're running game. You're going to have to learn how to peep game. I grew up very naive, very sheltered. And then, well, my introduction reeled me over. I'm seasoned now. But I still am ethical. So, at any rate, do the community ones, but go into it, knowing. Go into it equipped. Go into it smart. Because it's not just the razors and the apples you have to look out for. You have to look out for what energy is attached to your candy that you're giving to your kids from strangers. Anyhow, guys, thank you all for watching. I have to say that I readout that I've gotten for the feedback, because I can see how many people are logged on and how many people step up. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. I certainly appreciate that. It helps the message get out and get beyond the algorithm of the shadow banning. So with you guys fucking thumb up that, you help other people get the messages. So thank you. But they haven't really fucked with my live stream so much this time around. They did earlier. So I'm very gracious for everybody who stopped. Thank you all. I'll be back. I got some packing to do here. But honestly, I'm going to be so much happier living out in my red wagon right now. Because spinning the block, it's been such a ginormous strain. I want to keep my genie's pod. But they fucked up my engine compartment. My ability to power steer. And then I have to sustain all the sucker punches just for taking up somebody's little spot there. Because this spot is going to be so important. Like the other spot was so important over there at the park of the Veterans Park over there. Anyhow, I better get my red wagon packed. And I gotta go to the library to charge my electronics. My question is, when I go to the library, would they just tow my truck out from underneath me and not let me be there? Because I told the officer I'm going to be with my truck, until they tow it. I'm not going to try and keep them from towing it. I just want to be there. That's all. So I can find out who towed it, get the information and all that, But it would be just like a fucking evil person to tow it when I'm at the library, knowing I'm at the library. And for all the businesses out there and the employees, y'all gotta fucking disengage and detach from participating in all of that. So what if an authoritative figure tells you to do it? It is your right as a human to not participate. That is your expectation. And your expectation is to report it. And your expectation is to protect the community. Not just me, to protect your community. Unless, of course, you think you're going to be part of the king crowd whenever God comes around, then I guess we're not talking to you. You already have your own agenda. Anyways, thank you all for liking. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Thank you all for stopping. If you could like and share, subscribe, I appreciate that too. Because my story could be anybody's story. My story has been other people's story that did commit suicide or were outrightly murdered and then said it was suicide. Anyways, peace, much love and peace to everybody. Thank you.